My name now is Marina Abraham, but I was an Arkle, so Abraham is my married name. I was born here in Narrogin. We moved over here, I was about 11, and we moved on to this reserve. And they had a lot of houses all around, up there, down the fence line, sort of like a big square right around. And all the middle was all vacant, where they had toilet blocks and showers. All the Noongar people shared it. They had to roster. That person who was rostered had to make the fires so she could have hot water for the showers. So they tried to organise it like that so everyone would be happy. But mostly all around this middle here where we just drove, that's where all the block was and the houses was around. See that block there? That toilet block there? So that was one there. So that must have been where the bottom side of the houses were down here. Then they had a big hall over there. They used to hold functions there like for the Noongar people and church services. And then they used to have dances. Narrogin Agriculture Show. It still goes today. Big event because people make things, you know, like they make blankets and flower arrangements and cakes, and at the rec centre that's all full up with all the things that a lot of the local people here cook and enter and things like that, make jams and things like that, you know. And then they have some side shows, you know, like merry-go-rounds and other things like in the city. They bring it up here once a year. And it was really good when we was growing up here because we had all our cousins here. You know, there was big families. We didn't have no shoes. We used to run around with no shoes on. That was a good thing, isn't it?
I used to go to school with no shoes.
Yeah. I got a photo there, me and her with my dad. We went to the Narrogin show and she had no shoes on, but she's standing like this here and she had no shoes on.
I had no shoes, I had a little raincoat dress on, but no shoes to go with it.
We never used to notice much about the racism that was here then, because I suppose we was protected until we got a bit older. When we used to go down the street, then the police used to say, oh, you've got to get out of town before 6 or 7, you know, and we could be at the shop there getting something to eat, and they'd come along and say, oh, your time to go now. We could have an order in there, you know, waiting for the fish and chips, but they'd tell us to go along, leave it, go along. So sometimes we used to be hungry. I stayed here till I was 16, and my mother got sick. She died just after I turned 16. Then I went away, see, it was heartbreaking because they both passed away, my parents. So I went and lived with my cousin in Perth, and then I met my husband in Williams. So my husband got a good job, and this is home for me. It's home for me, you know, and I feel comfortable being home now. In my old age, I suppose you might say. Being comfortable is what it's all about, you know.